Hi, my name is Noah. I'm from Utah, and I came all the way here to Davao, Philippines to meet with Mr. Don Smith and go through the whole transformation. For my transformation, I was privileged enough to have it occur on the new Divinity Mountain. When I came, I had no expectations really. I completely surrendered my ego. I knew I needed to come with an open heart, open mind, and just let the whole process genuinely and organically happen. As I went through the process with Don, it was new to me. I've never gone through anything of that nature before. I've never done anything of that nature before, and really didn't know what to expect. So after the transformation was complete, it took about, I would say no less than 20 to 30 minutes, the whole process. And when it was complete, he congratulated me, and I yet did not know what I was supposed to happen or feel or anything of that nature. So as I went on throughout my day, came home or back to the condo that same day, that night, and the condo is about 3-4 hours away from Divinity Mountain. And one of the first things that I noticed was that night I had been, well, I would say throughout the week, had little arguments with my wife back home. We had talked that night and had a long conversation, was able to find some kind of common ground regarding our argument. At the end of that argument, or the end of the conversation that night, everything was good. So I went to bed and I woke up in the morning. Looking back, one of the first transformations that I felt was my sleep. I went to bed about 5:30 a.m. Philippines time and woke up about 9:30 a.m. And I just woke up completely and looked at the time and was amazed that it was only like 4 hours later only 4 hours that I've slept. But I had one of the best sleeps in a very long time. I can't even remember the last time I had a great night's rest, such as that night. It was almost like, and I was full of energy. Even with the 4 hours of sleep I had, I was full of energy. I was excited, I was ready to go. I felt like I didn't need any more rest, I didn't need any more sleep, I was ready to go. And later on that morning, I had one of the best messages from my wife. And in a nutshell, she was basically thanking me for the new person that I've become. Thanking me, for what I'm trying to accomplish for not only our marriage, but for our family. And she basically said, I want to get to that level with me, and she even mentioned that she feels like she's falling back in love with me all over again. That message has literally brought me to tears. I've been working on self-mastery, self-improvement, self-awareness for the better part of about 4 to 5 weeks. And in the whole time I've been doing that, she's noticed some change, but never in the way that she was able to verbalize it in this nature. It's the first time I've ever seen it, heard her say something, and witness it. And the best part of it is she didn't even know that I was doing the Don Smith's transformation. She had no idea, because I wanted to let it organically speak for itself. I want to see if it really, other people can see it, let alone the most important people in my life. So when she had mentioned that, it just was another confirmation of the transformation working. And not only that she was able to see it without even knowing that I've done anything or even did the transformation with Don. Things of that nature just was another testament to me that this does work. Now this is, mind you, even right now, we're going on just a few days of when the transformation occurred on Divinity Mountain. One of the other things that happened too was, so number one, rest. I was, only after 4 hours of rest, I felt like I was fully rested and ready to go. Number two, the transformation when my wife saw my actions, the way that I spoke to her with love and respect, and she noticed that. And then 3, the other thing was she really could see that it was genuine change, right? Everyone says they're gonna change, and this new reinventing myself, I always told her I don't want to talk so much about what I want to do. I just want my actions to show it. I want it to speak for itself. And this whole transformation thing for me is just, it's been marvelous to say the least. The last thing is, even after that, we got into another argument to the point to where we didn't talk for a full day. We didn't talk or anything. So, there's a process that Don has us do on a daily basis, 3 times a day, morning, afternoon and evening, where we do what's called the divine focus. So I woke up this morning, actually, today. We still haven't talked for like, 12, 16 hours or so. I was doing my divine focus and I just asked, please help to soften her heart so that she can talk to me as I get ready to journey my way home, which is over 20 plus hours of travel time and air time. And I didn't want, I'm a man of, I don't like drama, I don't like toxicity, I don't like negative vibes. I want positive vibes, I want happiness, I want love, respect, the whole nine. And I kid you not, less than a minute when I was done asking that, I just laid in my bed, just sitting there and contemplating. And the phone rang in less than 1 minute from that happening, from me asking. It was a call from her. And she called, and I was reluctant at first to answer the call, but then it was like completely, she was able to, I knew I needed to answer it because I just asked for this. They didn't know I was gonna get an answer, so in such a quick response. And the minute I answered, it was a video call. The minute I answered it, she completely was into tears as she saw my face, and she just started crying. And the first thing out of her mouth was, "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, this and that." And I started crying as well. And I said, "Do you know what just happened?" And she says, "No." And I said, I had just, was in my divine focus and prayed and I asked for your heart to be softened. And she said, "Well, it worked." Because she says she felt this overwhelmingly power that came over her and told her, "You better call your husband. You don't want him to get ready on this trip coming home and you have not talked to him at all." And so she picked up the phone and called me right away, not knowing that it was just less than a minute that I had just got done doing my divine focus and saying a little prayer. Those are powerful things. I mean, I don't believe that was a coincidence. It was definitely divinity speaking. It was definitely power and being in sync, and for her being aware of the sensitivity of the feelings she was receiving to answer and be able to know what she needs to do and to listen to it. So that experience, and this is just a few days from doing my transformation with Don. We had a great conversation today, Don and I, and he told me what I need to do to continue to be in my divinity and to continue with my divine focus and other things that I need to do to keep up with it and to stay in my divinity, because it's so easy to let the ego come back in thinking and you not knowing that it's coming back in, to get out of your divinity and let the ego get the best of me. So Don's process, as far as I'm concerned, for the few days that I've been in it, has definitely made strides. Instant transformation. I'm not here to convince you that Don is the end-all be-all. All I can do is share my experience, and you can just take it for what it's worth. But for me, as of right now and ongoing, and what I've been able to witness with Don's transformation is, number one, that it works. He did mention people come to him and they come with a lot of reluctancy and, not believing or just fight him on a lot of things. And he was glad to know that I came, and he could sense it, that I came open-minded, open-hearted. When you reach a point in your life to where I'm willing to test it out, I'm willing to, what do I have to lose? And when I went through it, it was just, I basically told my guy here, I surrender. I surrender everything so that I can try to gain something. And I've gained a lot more than I anticipated, not knowing what would happen. I could only say, well, I'll let the actions speak for itself, and they've spoken loud and clear. And I look forward to being the best version of myself, being the best husband, being the best father, being the best human, business-wise. And I'm very excited for what's in store for me, my family. And I told him, if this works for me, basically now I know when it works for me. It will not only bless me and my family, but it will bless a whole nation. I'm a proud Tongan. I love my people and I want to help. Not only my wife, my family, my kids, but I want to help everyone that comes into play, that comes into my vicinity. And I look forward to blessing those. All I've ever wanted to do was help people, didn't know how, and I believe this is a great start in my journey. So thank you for listening to my story. That's my story, and I will try to keep everyone updated as I go throughout my journey. I appreciate Don, I Am Divinity, Jamie, Sam, Will, and everyone that's involved with I Am Divinity. Thank you very much.